I'm hoping to do a minimally edited video. First, because I don't know how to edit. I haven't learned yet. I'm in the process of learning. I'm giving myself the grace to grow and the humility to learn. My name is Shiko, I'm 42 years old, and I have recently moved from home with my family, family and kids, but I'm away from the familiar. I moved this year, this is February. I moved here this year, it's my second month, and it's interesting, complete life change. I feel like the changes in my life have been coming quite fast. But in hindsight, quite fast. I'm sure when it's happening, it feels a little slow. But I have had some interesting changes happen in the recent past. So I am according to my friends, what is called I am a trailing spouse. So that means that this is the spouse that follows the spouse that gets the job, the spouse that's moved, the spouse that has had to move to a different place. So I'm the one who's trailing my husband, who got a job in another country, and it's been interesting. I never ever saw, and I never thought of myself as a trailing spouse. Like I could be a trailing spouse, because I felt like I was always the person who was always doing stuff and needed to accomplish stuff and needed to do things. And the fact that I find myself here is kind of interesting. And I'm actually happy here. I'm happy just, keeping home, learning, reading, listening to the people I feel would build me, listen to interesting podcasts. Yesterday I was listening to Jordan Peterson, and he's interesting. He's one of those guys I really binged on. I've listened to a lot of Wayne Dyer, I've listened to a lot of Louise, I've listened to a lot of Neville Goddard in the recent past. When I started out this seeking thing, the seeking thing came at a point where my life just felt blah. No movement, no progress, not happy in the marriage, not happy in the career, just generally not happy, not particularly content with anything. And the statement that kind of pulled me was from Earl Nightingale. I came across Earl Nightingale probably on YouTube, and it was like 2019 I think it was. And he had put across this statement that was kind of strange for me. It's kind of strange to me. So he said, "You become what you think about." I was like, So I kind of went back on the video and says, "You become what you think about." And I'm like, what does that even mean? You become what you think about. And the more I delved into finding out what that meant, I came across this guy, Jack Canfield, the guy for Chicken Soup for the Soul. And I think they were talking about thoughts being things. Thoughts are things. I'm like, what the hell? What do you mean thoughts are things? How can thoughts be things? Thoughts are thoughts. And like, the more I went into it, the more fascinated I got, but still kind of bewildered. This is why I always say you need humility to learn. So this one statement was telling me that everything I'd known in my life was a lie, in essence, and I had to accept that I know nothing. or at least what I know is a drop in the ocean. Like most of what I know is not uh, not true. In essence, just not true. It's the humility to accept that you do not know anything, and you're, I don't know, 37 years old. Oh no, 219, about 37, 36, 37, thereabout. No, that's a lie. I'm 42 now. Let me work that back. I was about, yeah, I'm not too wrong. So, at this age, I'm being told that everything that I have known prior has been, well, not quite right. And that's a shock to the system. First of all, is you fight it, you try to disprove it, and then you kind of just have to settle into the acceptance that there's a lot you need to learn. And that has been my journey. That has been my life for the past, I don't know, I would call it 6 years thereabouts, but more so the last 4. Excuse me. So this channel is going to be mostly about what I've learned in those 5, 6 years, 7 years. It got me waking up at 5 in the morning every day. That was a conscious decision. I never thought I could actually do that, but I woke up. I started waking up at 5 in the morning just when my life was feeling really, really crappy. At that point is when I think everything I was looking at just told me I need to change something. I didn't have anything that I could change other than me, so I decided let me change how I do things. Just change things and see if anything else changes. So I changed the time I woke up, and I started waking up at 5 in the morning. Excuse me. So the kids have a little bug, and I think this is it. I refuse it. I will not accept this this thing. But anyway, so I started waking up at 5 in the morning, and I didn't really have a plan as to what I was going to do at 5 in the morning, but I decided to do some stretching and listen to some stuff and read some stuff. So I set up a little office space where I'd had my notebook, I'd have my phone, always had a little tiny Bluetooth speaker, and that it helps the quality of sound rather than just listening to stuff on the phone. Or I'd have headphones, and I'd just follow the breadcrumbs. From Earl Nightingale, I got to Jack Canfield, I moved on to Dale Carnegie. Oh, wait, I have to go. The Bible, the actual Bible, my Bible was, what's that book called again? Napoleon Hill. So this is 42. My mind is telling me things. The book that I consider a Bible to me is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book was mentioned by Earl Nightingale, the first person who actually told me, you become what you think about. I read Think and Grow Rich. I listened to Think and Grow Rich. I have listened to it quite a few times, and I think the value of this book cannot be understated. It cannot be understated. It cannot be overstated. It cannot be overstated. Like, you cannot say enough about this book. There is a reason it is what it is, and these books and this knowledge that I was picking up during these early mornings when everyone was asleep have literally changed everything about me. Mostly the way I think, the way I speak, the way I do basic things, the way I approach different situations, the way I deal with conflicts, the way I deal with my friendships, with my relationships, with my significant other relationships as well, the way I deal with my parents, the way I understand my parents, the way I understand my friends, the friends that I have now, and pretty much everything in my life has changed since I started reading these books and opening myself up to this knowledge. A knowledge that I completely just, how does this knowledge exist out there, and people completely oblivious of it? Like, I was completely oblivious of this. How am I hearing this at 30, over 30, or over 35? I thought that was very fascinating. So I kind of really went deep. I delved really deep into this. I read most of this stuff. I listen to most of these people. I listen to the neurosurgeons. I listen to someone like Bruce Lipton, because I like the science. I like to follow the science, see what the science says. So I'd listen to Andrew Huberman. I'd listen to Joe Dispenza. I love Joe Dispenza. And my all-time person, I think, is Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer is, I feel like he was a grounding force for me. I have binged on Wayne Dyer and throughout his career, all the way up until well, I found out he passed on. But all his material has been very, very valuable for me. I can see how he used to think when he was younger. I can see how he used to think by the time he was like 60s, and I think that the range of growth is quite interesting to follow. And now even my concept of time is a little bit different. I don't see time as a thing to be chased or a thing to be, how do I put it? Time is not a thing that should chase you. You are exactly where you are. I am exactly where I am, and I'm happy to be exactly where I am because I accept that this is where I need to be. Not accepting that is saying that there is a glitch in the system. Like, no, there are no mistakes. I feel like everything is purposed. Everything is choreographed by a superior being. People call it source energy. People call it God, Allah, Jehovah. There's a bunch of names. I'm not particularly religious, but I do believe in God, and I do believe all religions have got a basis to this God. All of them. Buddhism is kind of fascinating. I love the Tao Te Ching. I think that book is fantastic. I send it to anyone who would listen, like soft copies. You can even listen to it on YouTube. It's such a fantastic book with such simple ways of being and living. And I feel like choreographing my life to follow some key principles has been very, very helpful and vital in my life. And I feel like this channel can help me. I don't know, each one teach one. This is an each one teach one kind of situation. I want to teach. I want anybody who is kind of stuck and feeling sort of, I don't know, lost, to be able to find value from someone who's kind of basic. I don't consider myself anything fancy. I am an African. I love that I'm an African. Actually, this is the only tattoo I have of me. It's Africa. I am a Pan-African. I think I can call it myself a Pan-African. Pan-Africanist? Is that even a word? Anyway, I love the motherland. I love this continent. My purpose is to spend my life's work is to be in service of this continent, of the world in general, but I would want my life's work to be focused on this continent. And I feel like we have so much to offer. We have so much culture. We have so much nature. We have so much love. We have a lot. And I want to show the good. I want this channel to also be a force for good. Just, there's so much negativity. There's so much violence. There's so much out there that it's, if I could be a drop in the ocean of good, because there's way more good than there is bad. Sadly, the bad news and the hard stuff and the violence and, well, bad news sells more. If money is if money is the target, if money is where we're headed, or if money is your purpose and your goal, bad news will get you more money in the short run. I believe in the short run. But I do believe that there is way more good and way more positivity and a lot more that we can do that is being highlighted. So if I can be a drop in the ocean for that, in my own simple way, in the things that interest me, I love plants. I love nature. I cannot explain what nature does or what nature is. Taking a walk in a forest is so fantastic. Just sitting in grass, like having the best, at the least have a plant on your balcony or in your house. I'm still working on that. I've been here a really short time, so I need some plants. And I think there's so much that nature teaches us about life and about life on this planet and in this, on at least in this world, that ignoring nature is a fundamental, I don't know, it's fundamentally just wrong. I remember hearing that if the earthworm or all the earthworms were eradicated from the world, it would be a matter of time before all life was gone. And if humans were eradicated from the world, it would be a matter of time before all other life thrived. What does that even say about us as human beings? What does that say about us? We were put here and given dominion. I think the mistake that we make is, and I've heard this before as well from somebody, that we mistook dominion for dominance. We are reckless with the world, and I hope my life's purpose is to just grow trees and save nature. That is what I want. I want to rehabilitate this earth, because I've seen it can be done, and it can be done with minimal effort. And the information that I've picked up, I'm hoping I can share it on this channel. Or how the interrelation between fungi and plants. I love fungi. I grow mushrooms. I have been growing mushrooms for a while. Like, I've been fascinated by mushrooms since COVID. So I think mushrooms will save this world. I genuinely believe fungi. I'm happy to be a fungi farmer. I'm happy to be in the mycology community, just people who understand what fungi does, what fungi do. Fungi is plural. And I love everything fungi. The health benefits, the medicinal benefits, even the psychedelics and the benefits that they're having in the depressive, in curing depression, or at least in helping depressed patients, depressed persons. I think there is so much to discover in nature, just in general, that it would be nice to share the information to whoever is interested, you know. And also, I'm new in this country, so I have no friends. Y'all just have to be my friends. And I say, I'm hoping to even just get a community, interact with people of the same mindset, same sort of predicament. If you're new in your own place, what are you doing to survive? What are you doing to acclimatize? What are you doing to get a social? Like, I have no social here. My kids are my social, my kids and my husband. Just I've met a few neighbors, interesting neighbors actually, from different parts of the world. It's an interesting place to be. I am currently by the beach. I have never lived in the coastal. Have I? I have in the coastal place. But yeah, this is really nice because I'm right by the water and it's beautiful. I feel blessed, and I'm hoping to bless someone out there with all the knowledge I've picked up over the past few years. It'll be a lot, but it'll be fun. And also, if nothing else, I've been told all my life that my voice needs to go somewhere. So this is where my voice is going to go. I was told to do radio, and I love radio and all, but I don't want to be. I don't want to have the limits and the barriers that come with radio. I want to be able to sell what I want to sell. I want to sell you the value of growing trees and the value of protecting the microbiology of the soil, just the microbiome, the fundamentals of life in essence. Actually, these are the fundamentals of life: human life and plant life, because life is life, and they're all valuable and they're all important. They serve a purpose. So yeah, feel free to join me. I'm hoping I'll be as consistent as possible and give you as much information as I have gathered. I am blessed. I feel blessed, and I am giving myself the grace to grow, even in this. I don't want to. I'm hoping not to make it too much of a hassle for me. It needs to just fall into my schedule as it is, because gotta drop the kids in school, gotta pick the kids from school. So I don't think I'm not very big with photos and videos, but I'm learning. And again, as I said, I'm giving myself the grace to grow and the humility to learn. Those are the two things that are now pushing me ahead. And the patience to survive a different country, a different space, a different environment. I remember hearing someone say that. I listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube. I don't remember everybody. Someone said that the best way to jumpstart and restart your life, or to just shake up your life, is to move to a new environment. And this is it for me. This is a new environment for me. I don't have distraction. My family is not here. My extended family is not here. Most of my friends are not here. So it's just an opportunity for me to do me, to be me. No sideshows, no distractions, and yeah, see where this takes me. And with that, I will end this here. Give yourself the humility to learn and the grace to grow. See you next time. Thank you.